Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Insomniac Forever. And Insomniac Forever has a question about cryptozoology. And Insomniac asks if I believe that cryptozoology is a real thing or just a bunch of made-up stories. And Insomniac goes on to ask a follow-up question. If I believe that it's just made-up stories, do I also feel that some of the creatures in the stories could become real if enough people believed in them and enough energy were gathered for them to manifest? And of course, these are two very different questions. To the first question, my answer, do I believe that cryptozoology is a real thing or made up stories? Well, cryptozoology, which is the study of creatures like Bigfoot or the Yeti or Chupacabra, is a very broad spectrum of things. And do I think these creatures are real? Well, some of them might be, and some of them probably are not. I certainly do not think there is a single answer to every situation. Having said that, I think that it would be extremely disingenuous to suggest that there could be no creature on this earth that we do not know about, because the year does not go by that we don't hear about new creatures being discovered. And some of those creatures have been very different from things we thought could even possibly exist. Probably the most famous example are the tube worms that were discovered living in volcanic temperatures far under the sea, which were totally unlike anything that people thought could be. So, could these cryptozoological creatures actually exist? Well, it's possible, but do I think Bigfoot is walking around downtown Chicago? Probably not. Having said that, if the creature is not currently existing, could it be manifested by enough people believing in it? That's a totally different question. And, I'd have to say in the end, I think the answer is yes, because I believe we create the world in every moment that we're alive. However, if that were to happen, I do not think people would notice. I think they would assume it had always been there. And I think that we, in fact, create and recreate our world on a regular basis. So, is that a possibility? Yes. Is it likely? Probably not, but we wouldn't know anyway, because we would just feel that it had always been. So, those would be my answers. I hope you find them interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. The Tarot of Hecate. My 100-card tarot deck, 30 years in the making, finally available to you from witchschoolstore.com. Check out a copy today.